Yes, CL, I am indeed live here in Stratford, where some of the biggest and most impressive volleyball teams are facing off against each other in the Copper Box. Now, it's arguably one of the biggest sporting events happening here today. Some of Europe's and London's finest teams facing off against each other in an event that only was actually founded back in March. Now, if you look behind me, they're just about to kick off. We're seeing Germany's #1 team facing off against France's #1 volleyball team. Heated match, as you can see, and of course France has scored a point. Now, let's go live to two of the people behind this event. We've got Lisa Wainwright and Rowan West. So, let's start with you, Lisa. You're the Chief Executive of Volleyball England. Tell me about this event.
It was a dream to bring volleyball back to the Olympic Park. Actually, it'd never been played here, but after the Olympics, a real buzz. So we decided it was time to bring some of the best teams from Europe to this country, to England, to show what these women and men can really play. So a fantastic vision, and 4 months ago we had the dream, and they're here today.
And tell me, what sort of organisation did it take to get all this together? Some of the world's best teams all in one place.
Absolutely massive. Yeah, all these teams have the opportunity to travel Europe or travel the world to play in pre-season tournaments. They'll be starting their season in about a month. So they're always looking for a very high level competition to get them ready for their season. So to bring 3 Champions League teams and 1 CV Cup level team here in the first year of running this event is absolutely phenomenal.
And tell me, what's going on now? Are we gonna see a win for Germany or France, do you think?
It's hard to say. It's a very, very competitive match. We might be going to 5 sets, which in volleyball terms is pretty impressive. So I wouldn't like to put my money on it, to be honest. But you're going to see some top-class women playing volleyball here. And if this inspires, any of your viewers out there, just start playing volleyball. Go spike.net, find your local club.
Now we've seen some spectacular stuff going on. What happens after this match?
After this match, there's a very short break, and then the 2 European men's teams will come on. That's Friedrichshafen from Germany and PGE Stra-Bełchatów from Poland. They'll come out for a half-hour warm-up and then play the men's final match. And then after that, there'll be trophy presentations.
Great stuff. Well, as you can see, it's all kicking off here. Lots of pumping music, getting everyone involved. We'll be back at about 6:30 to give you a rundown of the last match. Yes, thank you, Sal. You've joined me in a very noisy Copper Box. We've just seen the arrival of the Polish and German males team. This is the final, the end of today's entire event. It's the London Legacy Volleyball Championships. It's the first time this has happened this year. It started earlier this March when 2 people decided they wanted to get a big competition together, and the first year they've managed to get some of the biggest championship teams across Europe to compete. Now, earlier on we saw France's top team facing off against Germany's top women's team, and unfortunately we saw, well, fortunately and unfortunately for both teams, we saw France win the entire competition. Now joining me, we've got Chris Gregory, who's a beach volleyball star, and we've also got Maria Batelli, who's a volleyball star, both Team GB. Welcome to London Live. How are you doing today?
Great, thank you. It's great to be here.
Yeah, good. Thanks.
Terrific. So, Chris, let's turn to you first of all. How does it feel to be at this event? This is not particularly your sport. You're a beach volleyball champ. So, what does it mean for you to be here?
I mean, well, there is a slight crossover, of course, but I mean, it's still good to be here. It's good to see this kind of level back in London again since the Olympics. It's probably the best level of indoor volleyball there's been since the Olympics. So, yeah, I mean, it's a great event. It's a good setup and it's a good atmosphere.
And for you, this is something, we just saw some pretty terrific volleyball happen earlier. What do you think of all that?
Oh, it's been fantastic. We've got top European teams back in London. It's great for the British team to get the opportunity to play against them, but brilliant for the youngsters to see something to aspire to. We've got world-class individuals in these teams, so the quality's been very high, and it's a pleasure to be back on the Olympic Park seeing that level of volleyball.
Now, what do you think this is going to do for people who perhaps might want to get into volleyball, see people so young competing at such a high level? Oh, sorry. How do you feel about, what do you think it's going to do for the young people of London to see such young people out there playing at such a high level?
I think it's really, really important for young people to see the level for themselves, see it live. I think really we've got to try and inspire the next generation of players to come up through the system and compete internationally and compete abroad at the high level to try and generate some players. So yeah, it's really important.
And how about you?
I think role models in any walk of life are so important, and it's great that we've got many of the GB players from London 2012 who are here this weekend, just being around, giving something for British youngsters to see that they can do that. And many of us have played professionally, and that's exactly what these teams are, professional. They get to play the sport they love every single day. And for many of our youngsters in our junior academies and our senior academies, this is what they're aspiring to be. So as Chris says, to see it live, it's really, really important and make it real for them. It really brings it to life.
Now, what's going on here? There seems to be some sort of dance happening.
That is what we like to refer to in volleyball as a warm-up. We have one of the best teams in Europe, PGE Skra from Poland, and then on the other side, German champions, Cup and League champions, VfB Friedrichshafen. So it's going to be a high-quality match that we'll see here. We have a world champion, number 2, the captain for Poland. He's a household name and an international star.
So who do you think is going to win? Quick one.
Ooh, it's tough. I'm going to go with PG Skra.
Me too, 3-1.
Okay, pretty bold predictions there from both of our Team GB stars. We'll stay here and see what happens. Hopefully we'll be able to bring a result a bit later.